welcome back to my channel. My name is Ngoepe, also known as Ngoepe, faith-based mental health, overall wellness, lifestyle content. And if that is something that you are genuinely interested in, please make sure that you subscribe, that you like. Please also kindly share with your loved ones, your friends, your family, your loved ones, all of them. Make sure that they're plugged into this content. Today we are doing the second last episode of the Life Reset series. Please guys, don't mind my voice. I have been having challenges with my voice for about 3 weeks now. It is on and off and it is just doing its own things, so please bear with me. Today we are tackling navigating friendships, part of the Life Reset series, part of the Life Reset me becoming. I've always had a heart to say I needed to really focus on my friendships. I had trouble in the past of really committing to friendships, keeping friendships, nurturing friendships. And coming to the year as well, in the beginning of the year, it was my prayer to God to say, God, please help me in this area, because this area was a challenge for me. This area is a challenge for me. And that is part of the things that I listed as that I needed to change, I needed to refocus on, and I needed to grow in. So how am I doing? What tools am I using? Or what am I doing to make sure that my navigation into friendships is smooth and sailing well? Guys, like I said, it's a challenge for me. And I think one of the challenges was that I really felt like this particular area of my life wasn't that important. This particular area of my life was small. And small, I mean very small, that I didn't think God would be interested in this area. Like, I didn't think God would be bothered with friends. But the truth of the matter is that God is interested in everything concerning our lives, every area of our lives, every part of our lives. And the moment that I took it to God and said, God, this is what I'm having problems with, right? And I was honest and I was genuine to say, I don't have friends, and it wasn't for selfish purposes, but to say, who am I growing with? Right? Who am I growing with? And once I did that, once I took it to God and asked God to intervene and asked God for guidance and asked God to maintain the relationships, asked God for wisdom on how to actually nurture the relationships, I've seen a drastic change. With even one friendship developing. It's still in the early stages. However, I see the friendship developing into something really genuine. Just a quick story. The latter part of my primary and the earlier part of my high school, I had 3 solid friends, right? 3 solid friends, and one of these friends sort of became toxic. Toxic in a way that I started to self-doubt, I started to self-criticize, I started to look down on myself. The whole trying to make myself smaller so that other people will be louder thing developed in that particular relationship, right? And looking back at that relationship from the outside, I needed to be out as soon as the first sign of saying this friendship is not good. But I didn't. I stayed even when people reported to me to say, this friend is not good for you, this friend doesn't have the best intentions for you. I still stayed, even though this person also tried to villainize me to my other solid friends, to extend that I sort of became the bad person in the relationship. I sort of became the bad person in that particular clique, right? And now, when I was getting out of high school, I was okay with not being part of cliques. I was okay with not being part of friendships. I was okay being alone because of trying to shield myself from having friends like that. And I think one of both my friends are gonna watch this and think, maybe that's why. That's why I struggle with getting too close with people, right? And it gets me a bit teary, because I'm thinking to myself, I really wasn't fair to the other 2 friends, because they were not toxic, right? They are not toxic. And I mean, not you can't bundle a person to one thing and say this person should have this and this and this and this. They were okay, like they were not toxic. However, I took that toxic friendship to say all my friends are like that. All my friends are gonna be like this at some point. So let me give them just a finger and not my whole self, which is unfair to them because they've been pouring themselves to my life. So that is one thing that I needed to face. That is one thing that I needed to pray to God about. That is one thing that I needed to cry to God about, to say, Lord, help me nurture these friendships. Now, how am I nurturing these friendships? I still wish to do more. I'm hoping to do more with the current four friends that I do have. I'm trying to really nurture it, make sure that it gets to a place where someone will be proud to say, Kutlana is my friend. Like when someone asks, are you friends with Kutlana? They'll be proud to say, yes, I'm friends with her and we've been friends for a while and she's a good person, right? I want them to know me because I feel like they don't know me. They don't. They are my friends, but they don't really know me. So that is what I'm working on. That is what we are doing. So far, I've committed to speaking to my friends every week, right? Once every week. Until we get to a place where we speak daily, right? So for now, I speak to them once every week. We're gonna get to the point of daily, and I've been having challenges with my voice, so I haven't been really talking to them. Just commenting on their posts when I can, sending a message. But that is what we are going. That is where we're going. That is where we're going. Daily talking to my friends, daily checking in on how they're doing, how is their mental health going, how is their prayer life going, and we are gonna get there, guys. We are really gonna get there. I'm confident because I know that God is part of it now. I know that God is the foundation. God is the pillar of the friendships. That is it for friendships. I really don't have much to talk about friendships because I am deep inside, and it is, for me, friendships, it has only been a month where I'm really committed to that because it really touched me. It really hurt me to say I'm in this island alone, right? So I'm joining islands with other people now. So I'm joining islands with other people, and I'm excited about that. I'm excited. This is the 6th episode, so we are left with just one more episode and we'll be done with the series. However, now that we're going to be done with the series, it doesn't mean that we stop practicing what we have learned, practicing the habits that we have been practicing. We continue with them, we continue to grow. Our becoming doesn't end here. I once heard someone quote to say, that is the reason why we are humans. We are human beings because we are still being. We are still becoming. And that is what I was hoping to do with the series, to say this is the starting point, but this is not the end of it. This is just the starting point, and we are going to do it. We're going to go, we're going to move. We're going to move in our health. We're going to move in our mental health. We're going to move in our spiritual growth. We're going to move and get closer to God. And as we move, we are growing, we are maturing. We are becoming the person that we think we should be. We're becoming our dream girl. We're becoming that girl. And that is what I'm more excited about because I'm actually seeing it manifest in my life. I'm seeing it manifest in how I see God. I don't just pray to God now. I pray to my Father because I've kind of gotten an insight into his move, an insight into his nature, because I've always seen him. Yes, he's majestic, he's mighty, but he's also nurturing, he's loving, his heart is pure, his heart is holy, his heart is merciful, and that is someone, for lack of a better word, the person I've come to know. And I'm really grateful for this series, for separating myself and really getting down and deep into this specific series, because it got me deeper to myself, deeper to God, and really finding myself. And I know people say this word very loosely, because finding yourself, how are you going to find yourself if you didn't create yourself? But that is the point. You go to the Creator to say, who am I? Who am I? Who have you created? Who did you preordain to be? Who am I? That preordained being, who is that? And once you get a glimpse of who that is, you can work towards that person, you can nurture that person, you can manage that person, like Bishop Anderson Bonhams likes saying, that you manage yourself. So you can do that once you know what are you managing. So that is what I'm excited about, because when he said that just last week Sunday, and when he was saying that, it was a confirmation to say the path that you were going on, the journey that you have started with the series is the right one. It was not really that I was questioning if it was the right one, but it was just a cement of, this is the right path I'm going to, this is the right journey I'm on. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited about who I've become. I'm excited about what more I'm gonna do. Please also stay tuned. Make sure that you are tuned, that you click the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my uploads. Let us grow in friendships. I'd like to hear from you, because this is an area that I'm also still learning from. If you are the person that you get into a room, you make friends, you keep friends, and you've been friends with particular people for years and years and years, how are you doing it? I want to know. And you might not be only helping me, but helping someone else in the in the comment box, to say, how are we going to nurture those friendships? Please make sure that you like, that you share, that you comment, because the comments are really important. I really need to hear some of your points, your views, on how you are navigating friendships. Until the next video, thank you. Bye.